What's up, everybody? So tonight we're gonna work on some stuff for the E30. I gotta make this into a roller within 10 days, and tonight we're gonna do this suspension. We're gonna modify these stock shocks for these BC coilovers for this. So thanks for watching my other videos on the Miata. I have 10 days to get out of this garage. This is my last 10 days here. So I'm trying to get this thing done in 10 days, at least into a roller, so I can push it on my car trailer and not have to pay somebody to move it. So the other thing I've been trying to do is do all the body work on this thing. I want to get it in primer before it comes to my new place because I don't want the dust from that. So this thing had a bunch of hail damage. There's hardly any rust, maybe a little bit of surface rust, but there's been a lot of hail damage. So I don't know if you can see it on the hood, but there is dots everywhere. So what I did on the roof was I went from underneath, got 90 to 95% of them out, and then filled them the first time, and then skim coated the whole roof. Now I'm block sanding the whole roof to get it to where it needs to be. So you can still see there's a low spot here. So that's got to have a little bit more fill in it, but it's actually coming out really nice. The trunk, so the trunk came out super nice. This is just self-etch primer wherever there was any breakthrough to steel. And in a couple spots there was because I dented it up and then beat it back down. But this thing is pretty flat. I'm actually surprised that it came out this good. So this thing got the same thing. I skim coated the whole thing and then sanded it down so it filled all the imperfections of sanding the first time. So stay tuned tonight. Let's see how far we can get. This may be a short video, but we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching. So don't mind the mess. I've been going through all my boxes trying to get everything straightened out to bring to my other place. So the first thing I'm gonna do is cut the body off because I don't want to bring all that shit to my other shop. I just want to bring the housing and then do all the welding, clean it up all there. All right, nothing too crazy. So I got them cut. So nothing too crazy. I got them cut. I left them long. When I go over there, I'm gonna clean all this up. So I'll recut them on my bandsaw so they're good. Clean it all up. Take all this off and then weld them on. All right, so we're back at my shop. We got the strut here without the strut. So the first thing we're gonna do is take this all apart. I'm not using the E30 bearing anymore. From Drift HQ, I got the E36, E46 bearing adapter with the wide body. It's like 30 millimeters of track width spacing, so 15 aside, and with the wide body, it shouldn't be a problem. Plus, I'm gonna have spacers on it for the car. So first thing I do is take all this off, clean it. Then I'm gonna cut these down. I will tell you that if you're not a good welder, or if you're going to try to make it with something small, I would just take it to someone that knows what they're doing, especially on something like this where your whole front steering is held up by this. So make sure that you know what you're doing to weld, and if not, take it to someone that does. So we got the hub off with a bearing. And the thing looks good, so I'm gonna go ahead with it. Clean this all off afterwards. So I measured inside the sleeve and it ends up coming out to 55 millimeters. So I'm gonna cut it at 55. So the first pass is done. Let me show you how it came out. So I'm done with the first one. I think it came out awesome. So let's take a look. I went a little overkill because it's for my kid and I don't want this thing falling apart on him. So one down, one to go. All right, so we got both welded up. Actually, they came out great. So we got both welded up. They both came out great. We got both welded up. They came out great. I have no complaints about it. So let's put a coilover in, the one that's cool. See how it looks. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but let's check it out. So that came out great. It was a little easier than I thought it was going to be. So I think my son will be happy with the ride of these things. I got these because I didn't want to have problems with buying something cheap. So I got something good. So it was all set. And once I did it, I wouldn't have to worry about it for years. So let's take a quick look at what I've done on the Miata lately. So I put rear view mirrors. In Connecticut, I have to have mirrors on this thing. I could have went with one, but I just went with some fender mirrors that I found. I also put a removable steering wheel in. So I put these seats in and I hate them. I hate them. It's not that I hate the fit of the seat, it's that I hate how high the bracket made it. So what I ended up doing is I found some low profile brackets and I'm not happy with those. So they fit good. I haven't put them in yet, but you can tell that they're gonna lower the seat a good inch in the front and probably about 2 in the back, which will put the seat in a perfect position. The problem is I don't like how they are designed. I think they're cheap. I think they're cheesy, and on my thoughts, I think they're unsafe. I'm not gonna say who they're made by. I'll show what they look like, but I'm gonna modify them, and I'll show you how I'm gonna modify them to make them how I think they'll be safe. So look for the next video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the people that subscribe lately.